Time out. Say go. All right. JK Rants and Reviews. I'm John. This is Caleb. Moving on to Infinity War. God, they actually did a part 2. They had enough sense to do it. I think we need to focus a little bit more. We're going to do a little shorter on this one just because it's the last one before the newest one that comes out. And you definitely, out of all of them, need to see this one, so we don't want to spoil it as much. Where the other ones have been out for a few years. This one came out in 2018 by the Russo brothers.
So you definitely, if you haven't seen it before you go see Endgame, definitely check this one out.
You got to see it. You've got to see it. You have to.
I mean, you get all the characters that we were talking about, plus you get the Guardians.
Yeah.
You get Rocket Raccoon. You get Star-Lord mocking Thor.
That was fantastic.
Or Thor mocking Star-Lord.
Right.
You also get Drax's invisibility cloak.
Right. I love that quote. You're one sandwich away from fat. All right. I'm going to get it both legs. I'm going to commit. He's like, you think, he's like, Drax is...
You also get Rocket Raccoon being used as a weapon.
Yeah, that was sick.
It was beautiful.
But on this one, I think we need to focus on, the Infinity Stones.
That's what this film is grabbing at. He's going through the galaxies. He's trying to figure out where all the Infinity Stones are. So after 6 years and 3 shades of purple, we have him finally using his children to get his Infinity Stones for him. And by that I mean...
Movie goes. It shows up at the end of Thor Ragnarok, and I'm just gonna spoil it for everybody. Even though we're gonna review it, I'm sure someday. I hate Ragnarok, and I know I'm one of the few that hate it. But it took everything comedy. It basically was like, okay, we're gonna do what Guardians of the Galaxy did. We're gonna do it better, and I hated it. Like on paper, I'm sure it was fantastic. Anyway,
I get his point, but I love it.
On the ship, like the surviving Asgard is not a planet; it's its people. They kill off half the people and put Thor in a contained, like he's beat. You don't even get to see it. I don't know where Hulk was. He comes out of nowhere because you got Loki like trying to get him the Tesseract. We have a Hulk. Where was Hulk during this whole time? Where was Hulk? I mean, he's not a ninja. Like, was he just like hiding behind some debris?
It was
like a box.
It was a bringback. It was a flashback to the first Avengers when he goes, "We have a Hulk."
Right, I get it. And I liked it.
It was a nice
but when you think about it, where was he?
Yeah.
Where was it? Anyway, so
he was hiding.
Right. I mean, he's not messing around. He grabs Loki, but after Heimdall's killed, for sending Hulk back with the last bit of his powers. Handel. It's right there. So anyway, Loki is probably presumed dead now. There's so many like wishy-washy yes and no's, but anyway, he's killed in front of Thor, and then Thor is left to die after an epic fight scene. Well, I mean, it was good between him and Hulk. It was good between Thanos and Hulk. It was good. It was a good little tidbit to show you Thanos ain't messing around, and just with the Power Stone, not even using it, he's here to show you what's up.
Thanos keeps going. He does not stop. However, you do get to see one side of him where he does shed a tear.
Right.
And it's still not enough. It's still not enough.
It also seems like he doesn't want to kill people. Like, because throughout this movie, he has a chance to kill a lot of people with his bare hands, and he doesn't. There's a lot of like smacks out of the way,
but when he does kill, it doesn't bug him. He just okay.
Yeah, if you're in his way, get out of his way because he's going to do what he's going to do. He doesn't care about anybody or anything other than what he set out to do, which is wipe out half the universe. Because
to save the resources,
it should be balanced. Yep,
he is restoring balance. That's but I mean,
for one movie though, and rushing into not really rushing into the character, but for one movie where the character shows up and just dominates the scene, pretty good build of character. I mean, you get his backstory a little bit. You've researched his backstory by now, within the 6 years of waiting for him. But yeah, and then so Hulk goes and gets Doctor Strange. Yep. Doctor Strange gets Iron Man. You got Wong, which is a great return character, very funny. Then you got some good comic relief that didn't take away from the story, didn't make it feel cheap like Thor Ragnarok. I can't do it. I hate that movie. And then it was a little crazy, and this might be... Broke it. He broke it. Broke it. Do it. We're going to do it live. We're going to do it live. Do it live.
We're going to keep going?
Do it live. Do it live. There's my centerpiece. You wrecked it. But yeah.
It's fine. Totally fine.
Comedy took away. Didn't take away from it.
This is all due to our disagreements of Thor Ragnarok. Here's an Iron Man. This movie is... It doesn't pull its punches, and it also brings all of the heroes together. One of the biggest pieces that really, really you can tell Tony was struggling with was that he knew he needed Steve Rogers. There was no choice. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If he was going to save the world from this threat that is now somewhere on the floor, he had to have everybody, absolutely everybody that he could have. Now, Thanos is set out to get all of the stones. And everybody's trying to figure out what all the stones are, where they come from, blah, 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 blah.
And we get a nice little explanation, a little recap. There was nothing, boom, 6 Infinity Stones. That was a nice little recap. Yeah.
This is where we see that 2 of the stones are on Earth. You've got the Tesseract.
Right. You got the Mind Stone.
Yep.
No. On Earth, you got the Mind Stone, and you've got the Time Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tesseract.
Where's
Tesseract, Loki has it and gave it to him.
Oh,
so now Thanos has got the Power Stone and the Space Stone.
Yeah, that's right. Tesseract. So Tesseract / that. Yeah, that was on Earth. Now it's not. It's hard to keep up. There's so many movies. Right. They're scattered all over the place.
So what I was going to say before you wrecked the table was, I think this is a spoiler though, because like Spider-Man comes out of nowhere. He's on a bus. And like the next one's Far From Home. So I think at the end of this Spider-Man is where Spider-Man's at on this field trip. Then he swings in. And I don't know if anybody else has said that. I don't know if I got that from somewhere else. I would say it if I did. I don't know. But it just felt awkward. Like, where are you? Because I think they're in London, aren't they? I think Doctor Strange is in London. Am I wrong? Oh, I could be wrong.
London? Well, no. He has many, like that house he can travel to.
Right, but he's in London. Anyway, it could be a spoiler. I don't know. But anyway, Spider-Man's in there, and he basically takes the place of Iron Man. I mean, for this little fight, I mean, you got the reinforcements you needed, and it was an awesome fight. I mean, it just goes. Yeah. I mean, from the beginning. Like, that fight seems fantastic. And then it leads into Doctor Strange getting captured, and Iron Man's got to go after him, and of course Spider-Man goes after him because, save the wizard.
Yeah.
I mean, and then Stowaway was great. I mean, the magic carpet feel with the cape is funny. The best part of Doctor Strange, probably.
It's
And the Iron Man, Iron Spidey. Did he survive? Iron Spidey. For the win.
He kind of lived. Thanos didn't.
Yeah, he gone.
He's by your foot.
He gone. Oh, I can't get him. Oh.
Yeah, you've also got Hulk on the other side of your foot. Also, Hulk has performance issues.
He does.
Which is very, very, very fun and interesting, but also
it's not uncommon. 1 out of 5.
Bothersome, because the Hulk could have saved quite a few moments in this film.
Right. But it was also interesting.
Quite a few.
It's finally giving the Hulk a little bit other character, because for Ragnarok, once again, Anyway.
You've got, like, how many subplots going on in this film at once?
It's crazy. Well, the nice thing is they gave Thanos the Space Stone in the beginning of the movie, so he can just hop. Yeah. So you got Iron Man, once they take out Mothra? What's his name?
Godzilla?
The guy that looks like SpongeBob, or the Squidward. He calls him Squidward. What?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. So
anyway, once they take him out,
yeah,
they're like, we're going straight to his home planet. We're going to take him on his turf. I'm tired of waiting, which is kind of dumb. It's a dumb strategy. Like, turn back, save time, get together.
Well, this leads to some of the stupidest moments of the film, which are, like, it's a great film, but there are some stupid choices made. I'm just saying, we cut one dude's arm off. We could have cut another dude's arm off.
Right. Well, then you get Guardians of the Galaxy like you were talking about, and they're the best. In this movie, like I love the first two, but in this movie, when they've got Thor to play off of, when they've got other people, when they've got Iron Man, when they finally all meet up, and when who's Gamora? Why Gamora? Like they just mingle really well with Tom Holland, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. Man, yeah. And then that fight scene, man,
yeah. And trying to stay away from spoilers. Gotta watch it. It's how to explain that fight scene?
It's fantastic. It is. The CGI didn't ruin it like it did in Justice League. The final fight scene in Justice League ruined it for me. I love the movie, but it ruined it. Everybody had their time to shine. Everybody, I mean, for not knowing each other very long, it was a very good team effort. Doctor Strange got to show off some new stuff. That was awesome. And Iron Man goes next level, like where they took Captain America from the first Avengers movie and beefed him up in Winter Soldier. That's what they did to Iron Man in this one. They gave him.
He took his gloves off.
I mean,
He realized. I think after he had given up his suits and all that, and then Civil War happened and all that, I think that he realized that this is his life. I mean, they kind of show him for a minute, and he's thinking about it not being his life. But it's like every hero movie ever. Oh, I'm gonna go back to normal. Oh, look, something happened. I can't. It's almost like he's made peace with the fact that that's going to be his life.
And he's just gonna live until he can't. Because he knows that a bigger threat's coming.
And he's moving fast. He realizes what a threat Thanos is.
And they brought Pepper back at the end of Homecoming, which was awesome.
Yeah.
They really brought some heart back to him to where he can have everything kind of now. But yeah, he's risking everything again, and that was great. But yeah, that's a fantastic fight scene. And then you got Thor coming back. And they really do hurt the end of Thor Ragnarok, and they hurt what happened to Thor. They kind of gloss over that and piece everything back together. And that's the only part of this movie I think is a little slow, is the part with Thor going to get Stormbreaker. I just feel like it's a little slow. And I think Peter Dinklage, my fault. Peter, the guy from Game of Thrones, which you haven't seen because you're a scrub, he's in it. He kind of does a little overacting. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else felt like that, but I felt like he's overacting just a little bit. Just, but I let it go. But that's the only part of the movie I thought was a little slow.
Groot shines in this.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Groot,
you got some acorns on you.
In this particular scene that he's calling slow, Thor makes the scene painful, and Groot makes the scene awesome.
Right.
No, I won't tell you. Just in case you haven't seen it.
Right.
Even though I'm sure you have. I would hope. Why would you be going to see Endgame if you haven't?
You had to have seen this movie. Stop.
Unless you're 4, then that's different. Also, your parents should probably be more in control of what you're watching. That particular scene is... I don't think any other Groot would have been perfect for this scene. We were actually talking about this earlier. The teenage Groot was just the way that he pulls it off is... adult Groot, baby Groot are cool and all, but this was just the perfect just like...
It's fun. Yeah, I mean, you can still fight. You're funny. You're interesting. It was very well done. Very well done. And then it's nice now because Thor has... the power to, a little bit of a spoiler, but I mean, he has the power to move around a little faster now. And Thor is one of the strongest Avengers. So it helps.
Strongest Avenger.
Right. It helps move things along a little bit. Oh, man, that was actually a quotable, decent line from the movie, like one point.
Yeah.
So after we get the fight scene with the Guardians of the Galaxies and the rest of the guys on Titan, then we go to Wakanda where they're staging the rest of the Avengers, and Black Panther and Wakanda are staging. Bucky are staging. Who finally does get his arm. I would assume it's vibranium. I would assume
maybe to be determined.
Right.
Probably later.
Also, a great fight scene. You did have some throwaway villains like the dog things.
You also
good fight scene though.
You also get to see Wakanda united because Black Panther kind of leads towards that, but this is actually the entirety of Wakanda plus the Avengers taking action.
Right.
And it was overwhelming to just see what that looks like on screen.
Right. And you get to see a lot of like results from Civil War where this is where Captain can go because this is a safe spot. You see Captain in his wrecked outfit. You see Scarlett Johansson hiding with her blonde color, and you kind of see the results of Civil War to this point. And man, it was a good combination. Good combination. And then you see Rhodey get the court martial when he's like, "Yep, I'm going with them." So what? What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
my buddy's gone.
Like there at that point, it's almost laughable that the Accord's a thing,
right? Because ain't nobody got time for that.
I am sure that we will see something come to light about that in future films. I don't know how well they're gonna do after Endgame. I really hope that they continue to shine, but I'm a little worried with where the contract's laid. Like that, people are done, and they've spent years doing this, so I understand it.
Right. But then that final fight scene though, when Thanos shows up to do the rest of his deed, he's not playing anymore. He activates every stone. He's get out of my way, and then you see Captain America, which is one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie, where he holds back the gauntlet and he's got his teeth out, and the whole even in the trailer, I was like, I know he's just gonna get punched with the other hand. Sure enough, clock, and you see him just drop down, which was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, what a way to end the movie on it. And I don't want to go there just because it hurts, and I don't.
Well,
I mean, the trailer. Have you seen the trailer?
Spoiler
right now. Spoiler.
The
decimation.
Thor came in, and I'm just gonna say he could have had a headshot.
No, I disagree here. It's a new weapon.
He doesn't like Thor Ragnarok.
It's a good distance. It's hard. They always teach you aim, center, mass.
They also could have cut his arm off way earlier.
They could have.
That's a different thing.
I wish they wouldn't have put that in there, because then that's what you think the whole time. When that dude when the villain loses his arm, you're like, well, just cut his freaking arm off.
This just
cut his head off
half an hour ago.
Right,
45 minutes. But so Thor comes in, and Thor thinks he's got it, but then Thanos just snaps.
Yeah.
And half of the population.
And that's a slow.
It's slow.
It's like boof, boof, boof.
Tom Holland, well done.
Well done.
I heard that was not scripted. Well done.
Right. Well, very nice too, because this is the movie. I don't know if they really touched on it very much with Homecoming, where they really start to explore the Spidey sense, where you see his hair stick up. Yep. So he felt it coming. Like he's like, I don't feel so good. Like before everybody else was just like, oh dang, and they were gone. Like 2 seconds. Yeah. He probably had at least 5 seconds.
Yeah,
really feeling it coming. And with Tony seeing him, and wow, like even though a lot of people think that everybody's coming back and everything's gonna be happy, with a nice little bow on it, I still was emotional because those characters are going through this.
And I also, bringing it down to the base Avengers and a couple of extras, it's a bold move, saying that this is going to be the last time that we see at least a couple of them, if not the majority of them.
Right. Yeah, it was smart, though, to tone it back down, to center it back up, squeeze it back.
Which I do feel is going to be the first half of Endgame. And we're going to be joined by Captain Marvel.
Right. So getting into our predictions.
Probably totally wrong. But I see the first half of the film as everybody coming together, trying to figure out what to do. I can't wait to see Ant-Man show up, because if you've seen the last Ant-Man, you know how that ended, and the trailer for this just made it so laughable when he shows up.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right though. I think they take the first trip out there, and they take Captain Marvel with them, and I think they lose. She might even die that first go, because at the end you don't really, if that's the final fight scene at the end, you don't see her, and she's not walking with them in their spacesuits, their quantum suits.
I don't think she's gonna die.
I mean, she'd come back. She's got to come back. But I'm just saying, like, I would think that's my prediction.
My prediction is that Chris retires. Well, Captain retires.
Yeah.
And that Tony dies.
I agree with you, but I don't see a Marvel without. I don't see I don't see a beautiful future. I don't see a profitable. I don't see what Marvel had without Tony. I just don't. I don't see him.
I see the rise of Bucky and Falcon. I see a buddy cop style future Marvel film.
Yeah, and they're gonna take over with Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man and Black Panther are gonna do fantastic.
Heard Michael B. Jordan might be coming back, which is smart. God, I hated it that
I hated that he died. Spoiler.
Right, spoiler. But
his character was so well done.
Oh my God, he stole the show. He walked in and just stole the show.
Michael B. Jordan. If you haven't seen any of his other movies, please go right now.
I would even say, I'm gonna say this right now.
Watch them.
I'm gonna say this right now. Nobody might ever trust me again. I actually didn't mind the Fantastic Four, but I will say that going in a couple years after it had already been released, I watched it for $1 from my pawn shop. I watched it with very low expectations, and so when I thought it was decent. I'm not gonna say it was good. I just thought it wasn't as bad as everybody made it out to be, and I think another movie would have done fairly well. It would have been okay. Michael B. Jordan was good in the Fantastic Four remake.
I saw the trailer.
See, low expectations though. You might like it. I don't know.
I would watch it now at this point. I just didn't want to pay $12.50 to go see it.
Right, especially when everything was negative. Everything was negative. Nobody I knew.
And let's be honest, Rise of the Silver Surfer really set the bar low. So
right. But anyway, yeah. So finishing up, definitely need to go back and watch. I mean, if you have no time, this is the movie to watch before Endgame. I mean, definitely.
If you got time for 3. Avengers, Civil War, and Infinity War.
Infinity War is most important and one of the best.
I will give 2 honorable mentions. I would say toss in Winter Soldier and Black Panther.
That's fair.
You?
No, yeah, Winter Soldier, of course. It's definitely one of my favorites.
I knocked all those over.
I know, nothing to reference now. I think you're spot on. Yeah,
maybe Ultron.
I love Ultron. A lot of people don't. I like it. It's not bad.
It helps bring some more of the character development in.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Well,
okay. So let us know what you think below. Give us some spoilers on what you think possible spoilers might happen in Endgame. We are probably, unfortunately, not going to be able to see it until Sunday or Monday.
It's painful.
Please keep it spoiler-free on Facebook. Please, if you're going to spoil something, please put spoilers on there so we can keep scrolling by it.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't be that person.
Don't be that person.
Don't be that person.
I mean, spoiling trailers is one thing.
If anything, listen to me now. This is Stan Lee's last cameo, from what I understand. Respect the Lee. Respect Stan Lee.
If you're going to spoil anything, at least don't spoil that.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know Thanos will lose, but
this is it. I mean, the brothers were asking people to not spoil it. I mean, obviously everybody wants it.
And only one other person has seen the entirety of the script?
I think Robert Downey Jr. is the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That says something.
Yeah. But
also, shout out, did you see the interview with Chadwick Boseman where they're like, so, what can you tell us about Black Panther? He's dead.
That's awesome.
It's great. If you have a chance, check out that video too.
So comment down below. Let us know if you switched sides between the Civil War or not. Let us know if Avengers still holds up to this day. I think it does. I think
it does.
Yeah, I wouldn't budge it at all.
Also, do you think these are the same 3 films you would pick if you had a top 3 to go into this film?
Right. Yeah. So the Russo brothers did recommend 2 movies you need to watch are Civil War and Infinity War. But we said, if you have extra time, you got to watch the original Avengers because it's a landmark. It's a landmark film. So
and you get this guy first. He's
yep.
back on the table. But tells you something.
Till next time.
Hey everyone, if you made it this far and you like what we're doing, pretty please hit the like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure and click the notification so you can get some more R&R. Let us know your predictions, but keep it please spoiler free. The first person to comment Caleb/Hulk smash the table, I'll give a shout out in the next video. We will see you guys next time. JK out.